Hello and welcome back, dear Kneecap community, to another episode of Mastering Minecraft. It's your Kneecap, and I'm really starting to get the hang of this weekly video routine. We're taking it step by step, and honestly it feels refreshing to kick off a new episode each week. So, what did we do last week? It was a pretty methodical episode, I think, where we talked a lot about how to approach big projects. And we finally completed the first part of Project Pathway, which is our beautiful bridge and the creek beneath it. I hope you guys loved it as much as I did. Let me show you everything again real quick. So this is the bridge I'm talking about, and this is the creek beneath it. And as I mentioned last episode, I really loved the detailing on this one. I think it's one of my best projects so far. Speaking of best projects, what's the agenda for this week's episode? So I would have said let's take a look at the checklist and find out. Okay, so here's the checklist for this week's episode. First, we'll begin building the pathway leading towards the dye farm, focusing on the section right at the end of the bridge. On the left side, we'll add a viewpoint along with the sakura bonsai tree. After that, there's a surprise waiting on the right side of the pathway. And that will wrap up our checklist for this week's episode. I know it's only 3 points, but believe me, those 3 points will be enough. So let's not waste any more time. Let me show you where I was thinking of building everything I just mentioned. Alright, here we are at the bridge. And did anyone ever notice that the bridge has 2 ends and 2 beginnings? Well, whether you thought about it or not, it doesn't matter. If you're wondering which side is left and which is right on the pathway, let me clarify. This side here, I considered as left side. We have this beautiful naturally generated platform, which we should use as a viewpoint. And from here we'll be able to take in the view of everything that's going to be built down below. And the way I designed it, there will be some space left right somewhere around here. And this is where I've considered to build the sakura bonsai tree. On the right side, which is right where I'm standing here, I've got a little surprise planned for you and some of the other warm and slightly sad creatures on the server. I would have said let's kick things off with some appetizer kneecaps and start building the viewpoint. Here we are, we've completed the viewpoint. I hope you're liking it so far. If you take a look now, you'll notice the empty space here. And it does feel a bit bare at the moment. That's why before we dive deeper into checking out the viewpoint, I'm going to add the highlight, the sakura bonsai tree. So don't lose your appetite yet, because the main course, more kneecaps, is coming your way right now. Alright, the bonsai tree is done, and so is our viewpoint. What do you think, guys? I personally think it turned out awesome. Let me just show you where I got the inspiration for it. If we fly a little bit back to the wool farm, you'll see a giant tree that sprung out from the ground. And yes, for those who's guessed it, that's the work of the 12th Anonym. When I was thinking about what could fill the empty space at the viewpoint, I thought, why not create a smaller version of his tree? And to be honest, I think his tree is way better than mine, but we'll get there. If we head back towards the center, which is here, you can see that our farm is gone. Our our animal farm. So we decided to put the storage system in its place, which will also be built by the 12th Anonym. So there are even more awesome builds coming your way soon. So let us just head back to our tree that we built. I think it turned out awesome and it completes the viewpoint just perfectly. I used some of the white wool as fillings and I think it fits perfectly, and I'm looking forward to what this viewpoint is going to show us in the future. So, you know what I said. I promised you guys one more surprise for today's episode. And maybe you see it now. If we come here, this space here on the right feels empty. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the dessert. More kneecaps coming your way. What the heck of a surprise. I guess we've got a trio of golems on our server now. Let me introduce you to the Elder Chromos, the Watcher of Colors. He is our third golem and his task is to watch over the dye farm. And I don't know if you noticed, but Chromos is actually alive. His core shines brightly through the glass. Though his days are numbered, he enjoys his place here by the shore, where what I absolutely love about his design is that he's sitting, he's not standing, so he's not used as a gate, and with one arm resting on his walking cane. I hope you guys noticed that. I don't know, the walking cane could have been done a little bit better, I think, but overall, I'm really proud, and the fact that he's sitting and holding something, it gives him so much more life and character. And of course, if you're wondering what his story is, let me take on the role of the storyteller and reveal what you're eager to know. Elder Chromos is a golem of ancient wisdom built long ago to safeguard the world of color and its secrets. His body, made of delicate glass, reflects his frailty and age, but the spark glowing in his chest shows that he still lives. He was once the keeper of a grand dye farm, using his knowledge to cultivate vibrant hues that painted the land. But with time, Elder Chromos grew weary. He sat down at the edge of the river, his gaze forever fixed on the distant village. It is said that in the stillness of the night, when the lights from the village glow, Chromos is reminded of a time when he too guided the people, helping them flourish through the power of color. His walking cane rests beside him, a symbol of his wisdom and the weight of his years, as he continues to silently watch over the dye farm and the land beyond. The villagers believe that when the dye farm produces especially vivid colors, it is the Elder Chromos lending his wisdom to their work, blessing the colors with his ancient knowledge. Though his body may be fragile, his spark burns on, ensuring that the world of color continues to thrive. Man, what an episode we've had so far. I'm really happy with what we've accomplished in this week's episode. If you've enjoyed it so far, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And if you're wondering, Kneecap, where did your netherite pants go? Well, let me tell you, sometimes I'm so clumsy when it comes to flying. I flew down to the tunnel bore because we needed some redstone for our storage system, hit space to trigger the elytra, and ended up falling onto a stalactite and died. I lost my pants and my netherite shovel because of it. But speaking of the storage system, the 12th Anonym is really making progress on it, and as you can see, it's slowly but surely taking shape. We can, for some reason he thinks we should use gold blocks for the design, and I'm actually on board with that. We can finally put the gold farm to good use because of it. And what I really love is that the village is starting to take shape and form as we go along, which is ultimately the goal of this series. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Are you enjoying the episodes? Is there anything you'd change or wish we would implement? Let us know down in the comment section below. And with that said, I'd say let's wrap up the episode and see what we've accomplished in this week. Alright, so today we extended our pathway from the bridge toward the dye farm. We built a beautiful viewpoint which came with a bonsai tree, and finally the highlight of the episode, we built Chromos, our elder golem. I'm sure you've noticed this episode was a bit more fast-paced and a little shorter than usual. I just wanted to try something different, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. The video seems a bit rushed, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you prefer shorter videos like this one or longer format videos? Let me know in the comments section. Either way, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and give the video a like if you enjoyed it, of course. And don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated with all the latest news surrounding our channel. And with that said, thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you all have a great start to the week. And as always, remember, a kneecap a day keeps the stress away. It's been your Kneecaps, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye!